Hello and welcome to Greyhound View. Racing, racing and more racing on this week's programme as the finalists battle it out in the Airsold Vodafone Grand Prix at Harold's Cross. Cork is the venue for the heats of the Munster Marathon. Syndicate member Deborah Humphreys travels to Dublin to support their new puppy. So first, the stars in the making enter the traps for the heats of the National Puppy Stakes, which began at Shelbourne Park on Thursday night.
The Shelbourne National Puppy Stake is a great showcase for the stars of the future. The first four heats were held here on Thursday night at Shelbourne Park. We're going to take a look at them. Well, we have 2-1 joint favourites in the shape of Tut Tut and Garbolly Fox. And away they go, and fast and stride was number 3, Tut Tut, and is inside. Blue Thorn Prince running strongly, and on the outside all compressed into the first corner, and it's Tut Tut maintains his lead of about 4 lengths. Bit of trouble in behind. Number 2, Blue Thorn Prince in second, now in third by the bankside. Down the back straight though, number 3, Tut Tut is about 6 lengths clear of number 2, Blue Thorn Prince. Back in third is number 1 by the bankside. Now down the second corner, and the second last corner I should say, and Tut Tut about 6 lengths clear still of number 2, Blue Thorn Prince. Back in third, number 6, all compressed, making a bit of ground, but up the line, number 3, Tut Tut wins it from number 2, Blue Thorn Prince. Back in third, all compressed. And the result of the opening heat, the winner was Tut Tut, trained by John Kavanagh. Second was number 2, Blue Thorn Prince, and third, all compressed. The winning time, 28.95. Just let you know, the favourite here is number 6, Gay Time Digger, available at 2-1 in the betting market. Here up behind the traps. And away they go, and fast and stride was number 3, Ballinclare Jake. He moves inwards. Now on the inside, number 1, Bally Prince. Now number 4, Scaldy Keno, showing an awful lot of early pace into the corner. Bit of trouble in behind. Number 3, Ballinclare Jake's been effective, but out front is number 4, Scaldy Keno. He's about 4 lengths clear of number 1, Bally Prince. You see Gay Time Digger moving into third place, but down to the third corner, number 4, Scaldy Keno. His lead has been whittled down by number 1, Bally Prince. Back in third, Gay Time Digger. But around the final corner, and Scaldy Keno still holding a 3-length lead over number 1, Bally Prince. Back in third is number 6, Gay Time Digger. But up the line, number 4 is just going to hold on. Scaldy Keno from number 1, Bally Prince. Back in third, Gay Time Digger. And the result of the second heat, first number 4, Scaldy Keno, and second, Bally Prince. Back in third, Gay Time Digger. The winner was trained by Paul Hennessy. The winning time, 29.44, available at 6-1 in the betting market, believe it or not. Here's just come around the final corner. And they're off, and fast in a stride was number 4, Siberian Shadow on the inside. Number 1, Major Look, and on the middle is number 3, Metric Nose. Around the opening corner, number 1, Major Look to squeeze around the front from number 3, Metric Nose. Back in third, Farlow Brownie. Out of the second corner, number 1, Major Look holds about a length and a half lead over number 3, Metric Nose. Going clear now is number 1, Major Look. Back in third spot, Siberian Shadow. Around the second last corner, number 1, Major Look. Number 3's Metric Nose coming back at him. Back in third, Siberian Shadow. Around the final corner, it's number 1, Major Look. He's going to win this now from number 3, Metric Nose. Back in third, it's going to be close. Number 4, maybe just Siberian Shadow. And the result of the third heat, the winner was number 1, Major Look, the favourite at 2-1. Second, number 3, Metric Nose. Back in third, Siberian Shadow. The winning time, 29.20. Number 1, Lug Hill Lord, of course, the odds-on favourite here at 5-2 a real hot order in the betting market. And away they go, and fast in the stride was number 1, Lug Hill Lord. Number 2, Martello Pride going to the corner well as also. But into the first corner, number 1, Lug Hill Lord leads around from number 2. It's his Martello Pride. Back in third place is Metric Millie. Down the back straight, number 1, Lug Hill Lord going away from number 2. Now Martello Pride. Back in third place, Metric Millie making a bit of ground. Now around the second last corner, Lug Hill Lord extending his lead all the time. Now moving in the second is Metric Millie. Around the last corner, number 1, Lug Hill Lord. So coming back to the field a little bit here. Metric Millie making good inroads into his lead. Up to the line though, number 1, Lug Hill Lord just gets there all the same. Metric Millie running on strongly. Back in third, Aviation Display. And the result of the fourth heat, the winner was number 1, Lug Hill Lord, unbackable at 5-2 in second place, Metric Millie. Back in third, Aviation Display. The winning time, 29.57. Well, as you see behind me, there's a huge crowd at Shelbourne Park for the remaining 5 heats of the Shelbourne National Puppy Stake. We're going to take a look at them now. The favourite in 3, Top Award, at 2-1. The hare up behind the traps. And away they go, and fast and stride was number 1 on the inside, Canascanun. Now on the outside, Kilbride making a big run into the corner. Into the first corner, Kilbride just holds the lead from number 1, Canascanun. Back in third place is number 2, Matabeg Dingo, the favourite at the tail of the field. Down the back straight, number 4, Kilbride. He's about 2 lengths clear of number 1, Canascanun. Back in third, Matabeg Dingo. Into the third corner, Kilbride maintaining this lead of about a length and a half, 2 lengths now, over number 1, Canascanun. Number 2, Matabeg Dingo trying to close with every stride. Around the final corner, it's still Kilbride. Now Matabeg Dingo's the danger, and number 5 is flying, and number 3 is flying. going. But at the line, number 4 wins it. Kilbride wins it from number 2, Motabeg Dingo. It's close for third. And the result of the 5th heat of the Shelburne National Puppy Stake, the winner was number 4, Kilbride. Second, number 2, Motabeg Dingo. Back in third, Mustang Hotshot. The winning time, 29:28. Well, the hare now on its way for the Heat 6 of the Shelburne National Puppy Stake. In 4 is Rebel Watcher, the 5-2 on favourite with the bookmakers. Really hot order here. And away they go, and fast and stride was number 3, Tychus. In the middle, number 4, Rebel Watcher making a run into the corners. Number 3, Tychus. Rebel Watcher in second spot. Back in third is Talk It Through. Down the back straight, number 3, Tychus. Bowls along in front, about a length and a half front of number 4. Rebel Watcher, who's now putting in a powerful run into the third corner, but Tyke is still trying to hold this run of number 4, Rebel Watcher. Back in third spot is Nikita Song making a bit of ground. Around the final corner, number 4, Rebel Watcher's gone to the front. Now number 2, Nikita Song coming strongly on the inside, but number 4, Rebel Watcher's going to win it. Number 2, Nikita Song is second, is close for third. And the result of Heat 6, the winner was number 4, Rebel Watcher, the 5-2 on favourite. In second spot, Nikita Song. Back in third, Talk It Through. The winning time, 28:99. Heat 7 of the Shelburne National Puppy Stake. In 3, one of the joint favourites, Olden Times. In 5, another joint favourite, Flashing Moment. Here up behind the traps. And away they go, and fast and stride was Olden Times on the inside, and now number 5, Flashing Moment, showing big early pace into the opening corners. Olden Times from Flashing Moment around the opening 2 turns. Now Olden Times being challenged by Flashing Moment on the outside. Down the back straight they go, neck and neck. Back in third place is number 2, Wise Up Paddy. Into the third corners, Olden Times and Flashing Moment. What a battle we have in our hands here. Neck and neck they've been from the very off. Around the final corner, and Flashing Moment just forging ahead now of number 4, Olden Times, and up to the line, Flashing Moment. This is a nice performer. In second, Olden Times. Back in third, Wise Up Paddy. And the result of Heat 7, the winner was Flashing Moment, the joint favourite at 6-4, along with Olden Times, who was second. Back in third, Wise Up Paddy. The winning time, 28:83.
Despite working at Curraheen Park, the Hospitality Catering Syndicate took time out to watch their puppy run in Shelburne Park. One member, Deborah Humphreys, did make it up to Dublin to support the number 4, Ballybockhead, on his big night.
Deborah, you're new to the Greyhound ownership game. How's it going for you?
Great. This is the first night up here to see our dog run. His name, Ballybockhead. We got involved about 2 weeks ago, and just huge excitement waiting to see the dog run this evening.
There's a number of you involved. It's called the Hospitality Catering Syndicate.
Hospitality Catering Syndicate, yeah, from Curraheen Park. Huge involvement there, about 11 of us in total. Our bosses came to us, asked us if we'd be interested in buying a dog, and within about a week and a half we had it done. It's brilliant.
And who did you approach?
Peter Franklin from the Irish Greyhound Board. He makes it very easy, very, very easy. We had nothing to do, it wasn't difficult, it wasn't hard. We just spoke to him about it and he did everything else.
Is this the first race for you this evening?
Yes, yeah. For us, you know, he's our dog, and this is our first race now that he's running for us, so it's huge at this stage for us.
A satellite link to Cork made it possible for the other members of the syndicate to watch the race.
Well, the hare on its way for Heat 8. The favourite is number 6, Santa Vita, available now at even money in places, but generally available at 4-5 with the bookmakers. And away they go, and fast and stride was number 1, Cornflake Boy. Now number 4, Ballybockhead, putting in a run to the opening corner. Back in third is Santa Vita. Around the opening corner, Santa Vita in slight bit of trouble in there, but now running in third. But around the second corner, it's Cornflake Boy. He's about 3 or 4 lengths clear now of number 6, Santa Vita, who's showing a nice turn first. Back in third place is Ballybockhead. Into the third corner, it's Cornflake Boy. Oh, Santa Vita challenging at the wrong time. Forced a check, but got in front. And now back in second is Cornflake Boy. Back in third, Ballybockhead. But around the final corner, it's Santa Vita. He's going to win it from number 1, Cornflake Boy. Back in third, I think it's number 4, Ballybockhead.
Did you have much on him?
Not too much, didn't go too wild, but we still had money on him. But that's only to wish him good luck in the future, you see. That's all. That's all. I'd say now, if they're after seeing it, they'll be all screaming for him, and I would imagine that.
All we wanted was him to qualify, so he's done that, and it's great. Paul Hennessy said that, and once he's qualified, we're very happy.
And the result of Heat 8, the winner was the favourite Santa Vita. In second spot, Cornflake Boy, the early leader, and back in third was Ballybockhead. The winning time, 29:41.
Deborah went to the kennels to see Ballybockhead in the flesh for the first time.
Well done. Well done. I think he's great. I think he's gorgeous. I think he's absolutely well worth anybody getting involved in the syndicate. He's great. I was thrilled to see him actually rough him, see the dog that I was, you know, involved with in the syndicate, and wait till I go back and tell the rest of them what he's like. They'll be jealous I rubbed him. They will. No, it doesn't, because the whole excitement, the whole fun of it, the whole idea of actually owning a dog, it doesn't matter what he comes, you know, I'd advise anybody get involved. It's great excitement.
Well, they're all in traps for the final heat of the opening round of the Shelburne National Public Stake. The favourite here is number 6 Larkhill River, available at 5-4 with the bookies. And away they go, and fast in the stride was number 6 Larkhill River. On the inside, number 1 Kinrush. Up to the corner though, and number 6 Larkhill River has taken the lead. In second spot now is number 3 Best of the Bunch. Back in third is Beaming Chap. Out of the second corner now in Larkhill River. He's about 5-6 lengths clear of number 3 Best of the Bunch. Back in third place is Kinrush. This fellow could be doing a run in front. Into the third corner is Larkhill River. He's still 5 or 6 lengths clear of number 3 Best of the Bunch. Back in third, Kinrush. But around the final corner, it's all Larkhill River from the start. Nice and easy, up to the line. He's going to win it from number 3 Best of the Bunch. Back in third is Kinrush. And the result of the final heat, well, the winner was Larkhill River. Trap to line in second spot was Best of the Bunch, trap 3, and back in third was number 1 Kinrush. The winning time was 28.99.
After the break, we have the heats of the Munster Marathon and the final of the SL Vodafone Grand Prix from Harold's Cross. Don't go away. Now, the result of last week's competition. We asked you who was awarded entry into the Hall of Fame this year. And the answer is, of course, Pat Dalton. The winner is Patrick Brennan from Craigcullen in County Carlow, and you win an SL ready-to-go mobile phone. So, Patrick, you'll have no problem ringing the competition line in the future. Many congratulations to you. The heats for the Munster Marathon got underway on Saturday night, and Curraheen Park's manager Noel Holland explained why it's so well supported.
It's a very important event this time of the year because the other big 700 yards we have is in May, so I think the timing is just ideal. It's a very popular race here, and it's, as you know, we have a very good entry for it, and hopefully that it'll keep going the way it has started. Well, it's 10,000 for the winner, so it's a huge prize. The best dogs in Ireland are entered for it. Making Merry is the bitch everybody's talking about at the moment, so I'd say any dog in Ireland and possibly all the best long-distance dogs in Ireland are entered for this event.
The first of the heats of the Service Point Munster Marathon as the hare comes towards the traps, and they're very smartly away, and it's Hello Bud that breaks very well into that opening bend. A very impressive start by Hello Bud into the second corner and in front of the stand here for the first time. Going on, it is Hello Bud now. Into second is Making Merry. At this stage it's Spring Spice that moves into third, but going on is Hello Bud, and really stretching a huge advantage here is Hello Bud from Making Merry. Still in third is Spring Spice. Closing now is Geordie Melody in the blue jacket and challenging for third, but up front it is Hello Bud that leads now. The margin may be closing. Making Merry is making progress off the final turn and into the home straight. It is Hello Bud that's going to go on. Hello Bud has won it, and second is Making Merry, and Geordie Melody takes third. Full results: the winner Hello Bud, second Making Merry, and third Geordie Melody. The time 38.74, a new track record here at Curraheen Park. As the hare comes towards the traps, and they're away very even indeed into that opening bend. There's little to separate them. In this, the second of the second round heats of the Service Point Munster Marathon. In front of the stands now, it's Cute Leader, but in front it's Albany Indigo. Last Penny Lady into the corner. Last Penny Lady moving on now. Last Penny Lady moving on by a couple of lengths from Albany Indigo. Lowfield Ace is moving into challenge for second, but in front it's Last Penny Lady by 3 or 4 lengths. Lowfield Ace has now moved into second, but the leader certainly is Last Penny Lady into the closing stretch. This an impressive run by Last Penny Lady, and is going to win by a sizable distance. And in second place is Albany Indigo, and third is Loose Lucy. Confirmation of the full results: the winner Last Penny Lady, second Albany Indigo, and third Loose Lucy. The winning time 39.05. Paul Hennessy doubly represented here with Glinsky, Nijinsky and Blue Boomer, and they're away, and best of all is Glinsky Nijinsky in the red jacket, moving on now by a small margin. It is Glinsky Nijinsky for trainer Paul Hennessy into the second bend and in front of the crowd, and he's really flying. It is Glinsky Nijinsky. In second is Artificer. Blue Boomer has moved into third, but we have a runaway leader at this stage. It's Glinsky Nijinsky. Artificer moving into second. Still third is Blue Boomer. Glinsky Nijinsky is in front by 5 lengths, but closing all the time is Artissifer. In towards the home turn now, Glinsky Nijinsky, and off the final turn it's still Glinsky Nijinsky racing up towards the line. Artissifer is there, but it's Glinsky Nijinsky that holds on, I reckon. Artissifer is going to be second. Full results, the winner Glinsky Nijinsky, second Artissifer, and third Blue Boomer. The winning time 39:41. 3 to qualify for next weekend's semi-final, and away very smartly in the blue jacket is Toss Tulip now, moving on from Mega Delight into that second bend, and it's still Toss Tulip in front. Mega Delight challenging now in second. Bull Rush putting in a good run on the rails. It's very close into their corner. Mega Delight going in front, and Mega Delight has gone on. Spot of bother there. Toss Tulip is second. Bull Rush is in third, but we have a leader now by a couple of lengths, and that's Mega Delight. Into second is Bull Rush. Third still is Toss Tulip, but in front it is Mega Delight. And off the final turn, and in front of a huge crowd here at Curraheen Park, it's Mega Delight. Bull Rush is finishing strongly, but we have a winner. That's Mega Delight. Second is Bull Rush, and in third is Toss Tulip. Those 3 have qualified. Full results, the winner Mega Delight, second Bull Rush, and third Toss Tulip. The winning time 39:28.
We're here once again in Harold's Cross, this time for the final of the Aircel Vodafone Grand Prix. This is how the final 6 got there. Right here, coming around the final corner, up behind the traps, and away they go. And fast in the stride was number 4, Heavenly Zeus. On the inside, Easy Street, and number 2, Word of God, having a ding-dong battle. Back in last place is Moving Customer. Into the corner, and Heavenly Zeus holds the lead from number 2, Word of God. Back in third, Easy Street. Number 5, Vera's Rovi is close in 4th place, and back in last place is Moving Customer. Down the back straight, and number 2, Word of God, stretched the lead. Now Vera's Rovi powering on the outside, going to take the lead off his kennel companion. Back in last place, still Moving Customer. Around the last bend now, and number 5, Vera's Rovi's hit the front. He's not going to be caught from here. In second spot, Word of God. Back in third, Moving Customer. Up to the line, Vera's Rovi wins it. And away they go, and fast in the stride was Endless Tango, and number 4, Pamela's Rumble. Into the opening corner is number 3, Endless Tango, on the inside of number 4, Pamela's Rumble. Around the opening corner, and Endless Tango's gone to the front from number 4, Pamela's Rumble. Back in third place now, number 1, Centenary Star, moving well into the second spot. Down the back straight though, number 3, Endless Tango, has a 5-length lead over number 1, Centenary Star. Back in third place is Dale Inferno, starting to make some ground. Around the final corner, it's Endless Tango, still holding this lead over number 1, Centenary Star, who's not giving up. Back in third place is now Couch Trip, moving strongly. Up to the line though, number 3, Endless Tango's caused a shock for the second week in a row.
Joint favourite for the final was Vera's Rovi, owned by 9-year-old Vera Taff.
Well, there you see trap number 1, Word of God. This one trained by Francis O'Donnell, owned by Alice Swatfield from England. He's a son of Vintage Prince and Batty Spirit. This one the first representative of Francis O'Donnell. In 2 is Centenary Star. This fellow trained by Martin Lanny, owned by Paddy Musgrave from Dublin, and he's a son of Argyle Buddy and Centenary's Dream, one of the outsiders here, Centenary Star. In 3 is Couch Trip. There you see Dolores Ruth, the trainer of the dog, handling the dog, owned by Renate Biller from Germany. This fellow a son of Some Picture and Live Lioness, a dog that can lead or stay, doesn't really matter. In 4 is the favourite Vera's Rovi. This one, the second representative from the Killinall Kennels of Francis O'Donnell, owned by 9-year-old Vera Taff from Dublin, and he's a son of Vintage Prince and the other top. Just watch this fellow fly from halfway. In 5 is the powerful Moving Customer. This fellow trained by Paul Hennessy down in Garran, owned by Seamus Murphy from Dublin, and he's a son of Always Good and Good Customer, one of the fastest finishers in the game. And in 6 is Endless Tango. He's caused upsets in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals. Can he do it again here for his owner and trainer, Frank O'Brien from County Kildare? Well, he's actually a Cork man from Cloyne. This fellow is son of Spire Nikita and Endless Fantasy. And the hare now on its way for the 2001 Aircel Vodafone Grand Prix. Favourites 1 and 4. And away they go, and fast in the stride was number 3, Couch Trip. On the outside now, number 6, Endless Tango going into the lead. Up to the first corner, number 6, Endless Tango. Word of God now barging his way through into second spot. Bit of trouble in behind. Vera's Rovi's at the tail of the field, but out of the second corner, it's Endless Tango. He's about 4 lengths clear of number 1. Look at Vera's Rovi starting to power from the back. He looks an awful lot of work to do, and now Word of God making some ground. Around the second last corner, it's still Endless Tango. Word of God coming with a real barge. Back in third place, a Centenary Star. Into the home straight, and Endless Tango now being challenged by Word of God. Here comes Vera's Rovi outside, at the line. Word of God maybe just from Vera's Rovi. Endless Tango in third, but it's close.
Trailing the field into the first bend, Vera's Rovi picked off his rivals one by one. Despite being hampered when he tried to hug the rail at the top of the back straight, he quickly switched to the outside, but the number 4 looked to have left himself too much to do to catch the leaders. His characteristic finishing speed was never so important as tonight, as he powered through to take it on the line. So the result of the SL Vodafone Grand Prix: first Vera's Rovi, second was Word of God, and third Endless Tango, and the winning time 31:42.
I'm here with a motley crew and a certain little girl, the connections of Vera's Rovi. I'm with Pat Leamy, Seamus Taft, Cathal Curley sneaked his face in here, and Porrick here. And these are all the connections of Vera's Rovi. Gentlemen, you must have thought the race was over at the second corner.
Well, absolutely. I thought he was finished completely.
No chance.
Yeah, no chance, no chance.
Seamus, what did you think down the back?
Well, I was standing at the first bend, and when they came around the last bend, I said, well, that's the end of that, and everyone told me number 1 had won. And I went up and they were betting 4 to 9, or 1 to 4, and number 1, so that's the end of that. And then they called out 4 the winner. So
That just goes to prove that the bookies can get it wrong at all times.
Absolutely fantastic.
There's a good story behind the name of the dog, isn't that right, Vera?
Yeah.
How is he
And
named?
how'd he named?
Who's Teddy?
This is Rovi.
Yeah.
And you're Vera, and this is Vera's Rovi.
Yeah.
What did you think down the race?
I thought number 1 had won, so
What did you think when the judge called the photo finish?
I jumped up and hugged my mom.
Oh, live. Did you have money on him? Yeah.
£2.
£2.
Seamus, how will she invest that £2?
I don't know, she'll be coming to me looking for more, will you, Vera?
We'll add it to the £25,000.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What's next for him, Seamus, do you think?
Well, hopefully we'll come back to Harold's Cross, Cathal.
Thank you, Seamus.
If you put a race up for us, we'd be delighted to come back.
I think maybe a 2-dog race here between the Late Show and Vera's Rover would draw a huge crowd to Harold's Cross, don't you?
I think that's up to you.
Well, it's up to the owners and it's also up to Pat
we'd be
Kenny, but
delighted.
it will make a wonderful race.
Harold's Cross has been good to us.
Thank you, Seamus. Thank you very much. Thank
We'll
you.
leave the final words with Vera. Say thank you to Vera.
Thank you.
An action video with all the highlights of this year's Greyhound season will be available from next month. Made by Greyhound View, it'll cost you $19.99. To order by credit card, just call Dublin 660-3164 or send a cheque made out to Greyhound View and send it to the Irish Greyhound Board, 104 Henry Street, Limerick. On next week's programme, the dinner jacket is swapped for tweeds when 007 himself, Piers Brosnan, joins the cast on the feature film Evelyn during filming at Harold's Cross. Racing gets underway at the refurbished Newbridge track, and we'll be bringing you the next round of the National Puppy Stakes from Shelburne Park and the Munster Marathon from Cork.